What's up, everybody? I am Pete Pardo here from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to day 9 of albums that are 40 years old in 2023. We are looking back on 1983, celebrating 40 years of some great albums. It's their 40th anniversary or 40th birthday, however you like to look at it. This year, we've got 28 days in February. I have picked out my 28 favorites from 1983. Hopefully, you've done the same each and every day. We're going to be bringing one more from our list. We're going to go all the way up to all the way up to the 28th of the month. I just said 28 days and I'm saying 31. I'm still in January here. Then, of course, we'll be switching gears for March and look at it 1983 for those albums turning 30, right? But back to 1983 here on this 9th day. This particular album from a very cool band from the US of A. This is a bit more of an obscure pick, but a great band and a great album. This was released in December 1983, produced at Miller Studio in North Newton, Kansas. That's right, a Kansas band. And no, not that Kansas. Roadster Records, produced by Mark Mazur. Crystal Logic by Manila Road. Follows up their very cool album Metal from 1982. Yes, this is a heavy metal band from the Midwest. Very, very cool stuff here. Mark the Shark Shelton, may he rest in peace, on lead vocals and all sorts of guitars. You got Scott Park on bass, Rick Fisher on drums. A terrific album. You know, if you've never listened to Manila Road, kind of hard to describe them. They are, man, how do you describe Manila Road? Power trio, heavy metal, big gargantuan guitar riffs. It's not quite thrash. It's very much classic metal, but there's kind of like a psychedelic and prog edge to their music. At times their music is a little complex. At times it's just brutish and big and bombastic. Scorching guitar solos. Mark Shelton was a terrific guitar player. Generally speaking, the production is always kind of very DIY, very... not fantastic productions, right? It's kind of murky, but it kind of worked. This always sounded very homemade recording type of thing, but the songs are always excellent. Mark's vocals can be a little challenging for some people. He's got like a very nasally type singing voice, which is definitely unique. And I remember the first time I started listening to Manila Road, I was always kind of like, I'm not really quite sure I can get used to those vocals, but you really do after a while because he is so different. Not a growler, not a high wailing shrieker, right? He's got this kind of like nasally thing that definitely sounds different, but it fits the music. And the music is just so epic sounding. You got some great tracks on here. You got Necropolis, and the title track, Crystal Logic, is just tremendous. The Riddle Master, The Veils of Negative Existence, terrific. You got Dreams of Eschaton, / epilogue. And that's the big 12-minute long epic at the end of the album. Flaming Metal Systems. I mean, this is a really, really good album that many people call Manila Road's classic album. Yeah, they have a couple that are up there. This is, for me, it's a top 3 album from Manila Road. Sometimes it's my favorite, sometimes it's number 2, sometimes number 3. But all of their albums really from the 80s are just so strong. Even their late 70s material is pretty damn good. It's a little bit different. The late 70s stuff is more kind of like psychedelic biker rock and prog, whereas they totally went all metal here. And then even later in the decade, they did like some albums that are pretty much out and out thrash as well. But all throughout all of them, really inventive guitar playing with great solos and killer riffs. The songs are epic and well constructed. Again, you got the kind of lo-fi production qualities, but that's kind of like, it becomes like part of the whole Manila Road sound, right? It's very rare that you have a Manila Road album that sounds super squeaky clean, big, awesome productions. It's just that was not the band, right? And I think it worked in their favor. But, an underground band for sure. So for all of you who are wondering, I don't know who this Manila Road band is, I would recommend going and checking this out because this is quite good. Crystal Logic could be their best album. If it's not their best, it's up there. So go check it out. If you like the band already, let us know what you think down in the comments below. If you've never listened to Manila Road, maybe you've heard about them all these years, but this is not a band you would see their albums in stores at all. So go listen to this online somewhere. Let us know what you think. But also put your pick for day 9 down in the comments below as we march our way up to 28 at the end of the month. So visit us on the web at www.seatranquility.org. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube all together all the damn time. Please subscribe if you haven't already and click on that notification bell so you get alert of all of our content as it posts. And please do click on that like button before you leave. Also, we've got the links down in the video description below to our Ko-Fi page for channel donations, as well as our merch page. So thanks for watching, everybody. Stay tuned tomorrow morning for pick number 10, as well as Friday morning at the Funhouse with Martin Popoff. We are going to be talking about our 10 favorite music books, biographies, autobiographies, right? 10 that we like the most. Both Martin and I have read a ton of music books in our lives. In fact, Martin's an author himself, so he's got tons of books that he's written himself, but he's an avid reader just like myself. So we've kind of went and picked out some of our 10 favorites, and we'll be talking about those tomorrow morning and showing them off, so stay tuned for that. We've also got the UK connection this weekend and ranking the albums coming up. On Sunday, I have decided Sunday is going to be ranking the albums of the great doom stoner band Sleep. So check that out coming up on Sunday. So till then, I am Pete Pardo. Have a good one, everybody. Bye-bye.